Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, bye. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different and fun, not really beauty related. Basically, I compiled a humorous list of things that I have learned while living alone for the first time in my life. I did mention that my apartment is directly underneath my mom's house. My mom's house is a 2-apartment, but I still live fairly separately now that I'm down here. The only thing that we're really constantly sharing like normal is the dog. Besides that, pretty much everything else is like as if I was living anywhere else separately. So yeah, I made a list of 9 things and I hope you find it funny. The first thing that I really realized when I moved down here by myself is that dishes. All I do is wash dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, so I have a single sink that I use to wash my dishes. I try to keep up with it as much as I can, but sometimes it drives me crazy because I feel like I'm always doing dishes. And following up to that, number 2, having a dishwasher, a double sink, luxuries that I definitely took for granted. I've been pretty lucky in that I've always like grown up in houses that had the double sink in the kitchen, so you'd have one sink for washing it and the other sink to put the drying rack down in and properly just drip dry stuff. So having one sink and then having to have my dish drying rack up taking counter space, and then I have my drying mat underneath that. It was definitely a bit of an adjustment, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I never realized how much having a double sink was a luxury, like having a separate place to actually rinse off the suds and everything. Because as you can probably tell, if I'm rinsing off plates and stuff, it eventually fills up the sink more and more and more. So I have to start with a really low amount of water in the sink, and then it slowly gets to the top by the time I finish my load of dishes. So that was kind of irritating at first, but I'm used to it now. Leaky taps. They're so much more irritating than I thought they would ever be. I find with my tap, like something needs to be tightened on the inside, so you have to tighten the handles like really tight once you're done using them. Otherwise it's like drip, 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 and it gets really irritating. I once thought that I was a tidy person, but I've come to realize now that I'm living by myself, I'm not as tidy as I used to be or as I thought I was. I don't know, I keep out a lot more stuff now. Now part of it is because I haven't really figured out my favorite organization for everything. So that's part of the reason why I have like more stuff out than I used to, but I also have a smaller space and stuff. I am a lot more afraid of spiders than I thought I was. One day I was getting ready to leave for work back in the spring. So basically this spider came up out of my drain in my kitchen sink and started to go for my dish drying mat, so I had to kill it really quickly with scalding hot water and drown it. It had like those really long, like creepy legs. Like a tarantula. Like that doesn't fit in the sink drain. But it was like bigger than like your normal like little spiders, you know? Like they don't bother me. This guy was big, like he was like that big. You see that? He was like that tall. From toe to toe, you know? Yeah, terrifying. Having a working clothes dryer that doesn't sound like demonic entities screaming at the top of their lungs. Also a luxury I took for granted. When my dryer started making that noise, the old dryer that was down here, I was actually bringing up all of my wet, clean laundry up into my mom's laundry room to dry everything. Or I didn't realize how much of a nuisance that was gonna be after a while, so once I got my new dryer down here, oh my god, I was so thankful. Best adulting day ever. Everything is expensive to me now. Like I used to think like, oh, like that's kind of expensive, and oh, that looks super cheap, and like, oh, that's expensive, but it's worth the money. And now I'm just like, give me the cheapest things ever. It makes you really more aware of your money and your spending, and you look at something like, do I really need that? That's like 12 bucks. 12 bucks never used to be a big deal to me. Now 12 bucks is like, okay, I gotta wait 3 weeks to get this. So yeah, basically the fact that now that I pay for literally everything myself, I'm a lot more aware of prices of things and whether I really need it right now or if I can wait a couple weeks. You know what I mean? My self-discipline for diet is so much weaker than I thought it was. I thought living by myself was gonna make it really easy for me to eat healthy the majority of the time. Not the case. I'm just as weak as I used to be. I still buy the majority of healthy groceries, but I'm just that person that like, the day that I go, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be super healthy this week. And then the next 3 days, I'm looking at my fridge going, what the hell was I thinking? This one may make people laugh, especially if you're familiar with Cards Against Humanity. You may recognize this as one of the cards, but it is so freaking true. For anyone who has carpet, I'm sure you feel me on a spiritual level right now. Crumbs all over the goddamn carpet all the time. I vacuum like once every 10 days-ish, and then the next day it's covered in crumbs and grass and stuff that the dog brings in, and it's just like, oh my god, like why? And it drives me crazy. Anyways guys, that is it for my what I've learned living alone for the past couple of months video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it entertaining at least. I realize I probably grew up a bit pampered or spoiled compared to some people watching this, but you know, everyone comes from a different background. To me, these are the things that have really stuck out to me that I've learned, and I hope it can help somebody who's about to move out for the first time if you found this video. So thank you so much guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to connect with me on my social media, which is linked down below in the description bar. And yeah, don't forget to thumbs it up and subscribe as well, and I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!